I'm sure there was something I was supposed to... Oh, right! Escaping! Yes. Let's crack on with this. Again, might not have been the best idea, but after saving, I went and had a cup of coffee and a hot cross buns, because it is nearly Easter here. And that's just what you do at Easter, you get hot cross buns, and they are bloody delicious. Especially the apple and cinnamon variants that I had. Yeah. You thought you had me, didn't you, son? Not a bit of it. Now, can I dodge you successfully by doing a juke? Yes? No? Oh, apparently not. You're just gonna grab me anyway. That's fine. The whole reason I had a grenade spare was because of that. Grab that for some extra healing in case I need it. And that ladder, please. There we go. But yeah, I decided I'm just gonna swig some coffee, have a little bit to eat. And I'm just gonna do this because, in theory, as long as I don't bugger this up too badly, this is, what, 10 minutes of my life. The rest is just sitting around watching cutscenes. I love the superhero landing, by the way. I don't know the idea of the villain doing the superhero landing. That could be considered a joke, after a fashion. It's like if Vin Diesel played Neo, isn't it? Getting stuck on all the things. My hands are now jittery. Ah, that's my face! Please stop! I need that! That's how I make my money! Oh god. Oh crap. Well, thankfully he was mildly staggered by that series of explosions, so should give me about 30 seconds to get away.
Gotta keep going.
If only my hips were still in place. Oh, the escape music stopped. How about that? I never noticed that happens. Okay, so I've got a healing item, I have a defense buff item. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need all my flashbangs, I think. That should be easily enough healing. I don't need any shots at all. I'm going to keep the grenades just in case I screw this up. I need to do like some extra damage in a hurry. And the Magnum should give me more than enough ammo, or more enough shots and damage rather is what I was after, to finish him off after the final stun. Because yeah, see, I didn't know this, but this entire fight, it doesn't actually matter how much damage you cause. What matters is how often you manage to stagger him. Specifically after being staggered 4 times, I believe it is. The final bit of this fight will just play out regardless. So it does not matter at all how long it takes. If it takes you 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, although there does have to be a pause between stuns. You can't stun then stun again. It's like an invisible countdown. The game waits for until the next stun before it counts it. So I should be able to just drop this straight on his ass. It should count as stun number 1. Now I need to run around for a bit to allow the invisible countdown to finish. That should be long enough, so flick that out. That should count as stun number 2. Again, we run around for a little bit, just to give the game time to do the countdown, chuck that out. Oh, you git! Okay, that's my fault, I wasn't looking. Yeah, notice there's now debris falling from the ceiling. That counted as stun number 3. So the game's already pushing us into the final phase of this fight where there's stuff falling down from the ceiling or whatever else have you. We wait a little bit longer and then chuck one of these out. Ooh! Had a feeling you were going to try that. If only I could run properly, that wouldn't have been an issue. Oh well, fine. Alright, you're getting one of these then, sunshine. Come at me. Oh! I was not expecting I should have been expecting the jump, and yet I wasn't. Right, so final stun should be incoming. And all I need to do is successfully whack him. I don't know why I bothered healing. If I mess this up, I'm gonna die. Right. That should count as the final stun. Ow! And that should be enough damage. There we go. So literally 3 stuns, then a bit of damage. Of course, the 4th stun, and you're good.
We'll call it even.
That's literally all it takes. 3 to 4 flashbangs, and enough to knock him out of that instant kill move, and you're done. Bye! God, he ate it like a champion. Not that one, though. Ew. That should have been inside.
You have arrived at the bottom.
Yeah, it could have gone better, but it could have gone a lot worse as well. I could have died and had to redo it. Really now, boys? Do you think you've got anything on me at this point? It's like a pack of regular zombies at that point when I'm holding a rocket launcher.
Shit.
By the way, I would have found that bleakly humorous if that, after all of this, that one beam takes Leon out. Probably then. But I have a dark sense of humour now and again. If anyone who's watched this channel is want to know. There's something about that cut that always reminds me of The Last of Us. Perhaps it's like the little guitar sting and the abrupt cut to black. Just reminded me of their editing style.
Can't believe I actually miss her.
None of us can, Leon. The power of bonus is a mysterious thing. Make one man weep, make another man sing. It's a good job we didn't need that ID bracelet to get into the train or anything. That would be the final irony, really, wouldn't it?
Leon?
Hey,
Oh, Polly
made
Claire.
Just like I said we would.
I like the music to this. You know, I actually like the ending music that plays just like the regular A scenario better than the B scenario. Believe it or not. Something about the weirdly sort of chirpy, out-of-place orchestral music that's almost like a Resident Evil staple at this point. It's like, everything's going to be alright. And isn't it just? So yeah, we have completed, well, I say completed, we finished the A scenario of Resident Evil 2. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I really do like that game. I had major reservations about this when I found out about the change to the camera perspective, and it wasn't going to be a remake in the same vein as the original remake of number 1 was. But yeah, I admit I quite like this overall. It definitely is fun enough that I've been able to replay it quite a lot, same way I did the original Resident games, actually. I still don't think it has the same level of tension and atmosphere as the original Resident games, and I include the first remake in that. Much people bitch about the camera angles, and when it comes to the combat, if you're approaching a survival horror game looking for combat, you are in the wrong goddamn genre. I'm sorry, but you are. Survival horror is about surviving encounters, not beating encounters. And I think that's something that's, I don't know, a lot of the genre, even this has tried to go back towards it by reintroducing things like ammo management, which have been absent from more recent games, but even so. And I do appreciate the hardcore mode at least reintroduces the ink ribbons. I think that should just be a standard again. Again, that tension between I've done something scary / difficult, should I now lock down my progress or risk losing it by pushing on further because my saves are limited. I think that was a core part of the Resident Evil formula. I think so anyway. again, added to the idea of you're managing resources, you're on edge, you're tense, you got lots of things to consider, lots of balls to keep in the air kind of thing. I like that. I'd even be quite willing to leave like a more modern checkpoint system in as well. So like if you do die, you get checkpointed, but you still need to keep in mind what you're going to do vis-a-vis hard saves. So when you finish your play session and you drop one of your limited saves to lock down your progress, you need to be damn certain, have I done enough, is this worthwhile? Or should I just take what I've learned and then replay the section I've just done, but better, and then push forward? Yeah, I actually say this as someone who obviously now has full-time employment and other responsibilities to consider. I still think that's, even coming from that perspective, and not the perspective I had when I was younger of just infinite playtime, I still think that's a good idea. I still appreciate that. I know I'm kind of alone in that regard. I am aware of that. Anyway, this rambling aside, we've concluded things here. In my own spare time, I am now getting moving on to finally getting around to playing A Hat in Time, because that game has fascinated me for quite a while. Now that it's basically complete at last, and all fully released and whatever else have you, I'm gonna play that. Also, obviously, as anyone who has watched this channel won't be surprised in the least to learn, I shall be playing Sekiro when it gets released at the end of the month. I don't know, I may or may not actually bother LPing it. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with FromSoft games when it comes to LPing them. I tend to find them infinitely fascinating and replayable to actually play, but LPing, for some reason, I tend to find them very frustrating. Perhaps that's just me. So it's debatable whether or not I'll actually LP. I think the last FromSoft game I tried to LP was Dark Souls 3, and that I gave up in the middle of and just ended up finishing it by myself. But admittedly, that was the weakest entry in the series so far, so that might also been part of it. Point being, the B scenario for this, I have no plans yet to play. I'm not going to jump straight into it now, because I know I'll burn myself out if I do. So it'll probably be a similar scenario to what happened with Remake number 1, where I'll finish the A scenario and then I'll play the B scenario, I don't know, several months down the line when I've had time to wash my palate out with something else and then come back to this afresh. Because I've been doing this more than long enough now. I've been LPing actually for almost a decade at this point, I think. But I've been doing this long enough now to know that trying to push yourself to replay content you've already done doesn't work. I've tried multiple times to force myself to re-LP Majora's Mask, and at this point I finally realised it's not going to happen. Just I do enjoy occasionally replaying that game, even to this date. Re-LPing something is a whole different matter. You just have to trust me on that. Something that really helps when you're LPing a game is novelty. Even if it's not novelty of playing, but novelty of recording. So you're speaking and commenting over it for the first time. That, I can't stress how much that helps. I know there are folks out there that replay the same game over and over again. They always manage to produce fresh, unique commentary each time. And fair play to them, but that is not something that I am talented in doing. So, yeah, unfortunately that all means that A, we're not getting Majora's Mask re-LP, I'm sorry, and that the B scenario will be happening, but I'm not going to even vaguely attempt to guarantee a time frame. Because I know if I do, it's not going to be the same one that you actually get. Or worse, I'll end up making myself hate the game by trying to force myself to replay it for the sake of the LP, and it'll never happen. And we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. Anyway, back to the review. Overall, I give the remake probably a 7 out of 10. Not bad overall, not bad at all. I look forward to seeing what modders do with it. Right, what did we get? Yeah, I suppose I expected it to be. Still not happy with that, but it's what I expected. B. Not mediocre, just slightly above average. Could be better. Could be better. Yeah, well, let's try again next time, shall we? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye now.